Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live with Hannah, Hannah's Elsewhere, and me from Jasmina Brozovic Astrology. We are today because of one of you. So, one of our community members had a suggestion about what would each zodiac sign enjoy doing for in the autumn for activities. So, it's going to be fun, light to be needed during this eclipse season. So, I hope you join us with some beautiful ideas, with to share your stories. But before we start, let's say hello to Hannah. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm doing good, Jasmina. I'm looking forward to this. I feel like it's really aligned with obviously because we're about to approach the autumn equinox, so it's good timing, good fun.
Yes,
So I'm looking forward to this. Let's do
yes.
it.
And as I recall, you like autumn, right? It's your favorite season,
Yes, I have
maybe.
this mug. It's called. I have
I
a
love
few
it.
mugs. I
Yeah, I
love
know.
autumn.
I don't have a season mug. I just have, but I made tea, which is a hot beverage for welcoming autumn season with warm beverages. So
Mhm.
maybe it's a good way to start. I mean, we're going to go sign by sign. By what do you think? Which sign enjoys the warm beverages the most?
Ooh, the warm beverages the most. I feel like I would go like maybe Libra or Taurus just because of the Venus and that kind of maybe that coziness, but then also maybe Cancer because of the moon
Cancer,
being ruled by the
Cancer.
moon. That would just be
Yeah,
the first thing that would come to my
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
What about you?
I would always say Cancer because I always think about Cancer as being at home in a blanket, covered up with a little tea in their in their little thingies, and
Mm,
so yeah. But I have Venus in Cancer, so I love warm beverages. Anyway, maybe it's that
mm,
also the Venus reason. Okay, let's do this sign by sign. So let's start with Aries. Because you have an Aries moon, I'll let you start. But I'm thinking also, but because we are talking about activities, what would be fun for each sign to do during autumn? Um, I always think about Mars sign. So what do you think? Should we look at Mars as well as something regarding this?
mm, Mars. I for me, I think it might depend on the activity itself for
Hmm.
Mars. Depends. I would also think about the sun, maybe because of like celebrations, holidays, special occasions, and maybe that can link a bit to the time of the year if you're more of a spring person or an autumn person or a
Mm.
like I know people who are very Christmassy,
Hmm.
whereas I'm not super Christmassy. But yeah, I can see like for a different reason why Mars
Yeah.
would be important too. Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm a summer person. I love spring, to be honest, but I'm a completely summer person. I thrive in the summer, maybe because of my Mars in Leo. Now that you think of it, I don't know. Just a
Mm,
thought.
mhm,
Just a
mhm.
thought. Okay, how do we envision Aries? What would Aries like to do where the leaves are changing color? Everything is slowing down. What is happening with Aries in the autumn?
For Aries, so I feel like Aries, I go to the competitiveness a wee bit for them.
Mm.
Maybe a chord maze they could go and challenge themselves. Even because I think of even scary, because scary spooky season is during the autumn time. And I feel like Aries would like the thrill or the excitement from being scared. So if they're in a corn maze,
Ah,
there's like scary people jumping out at them.
yes,
Maybe.
I see that because they like the adrenaline rush, right? But I have the same thing for Scorpios, the corn maze and haunted houses and stuff like that for Scorpios, just because they love this, they love scaring people. I think,
Mm,
but I see the Aries for different reason. You know what? They're both ruled by Mars. Maybe that's why.
mm.
Mars
Yeah.
ruled signs, so they're driven in a scarcity. I did put camping because usually people
Mm.
camp during summer and spring, but I think Aries is brave enough to actually do it in the fall. It's not afraid of the
Ah,
rains or anything. I can conquer the nature, or even the conditions are not the best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that definitely. And then I put what else? I put.
Hmm.
Do you know conkers? They could collect conkers. They're. I'm
What
so
are
sorry.
those? No, what is
This
that?
is
What is that?
awful. I
Uh-uh.
can't even right, I'm gonna be honest, right? Because right, they're little brown. I don't even know if they're nuts or they're seeds. I'm not sure, but they're hard
Oh.
and they fall from the trees, I think, and I can't remember what they turn into or why they fall, and that's completely on me
Mm,
because obviously I don't know. So I should have
okay.
looked into that before. But the activity is people would collect conkers like
Uh,
as kids we would do it here, so maybe from a competitive streak for Aries they
I
might
like
want to
that.
take part in something like that. Yeah.
Even pine cones or anything, just if you, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, I like that for Aries. Yeah,
Mhm.
like, oh, they have like little competitions, who can find the most leaves with the most different leaves, like, different types, or
Mhm.
collect more these conquerors and stuff. Oh, I like that. So
Mhm.
activity games in the nature, we would say, would be good for Aries.
Mhm.
If you are an Aries or you have any placement in Aries, please let us know what you think. Would you enjoy it as a moon in Aries? Would you enjoy this collections and stuff?
Mm, I think I liked it as a kid. I think back
Hmm.
then I would have enjoyed it. Not today as an adult, but I think still the corn maze thing, that would be like I've done that before. That's why I said the corn maze.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
No, it is fun. It is fun. I agree. Okay, so yeah, I just have nature activities, just walking, hiking, and exploring the neighborhood, exploring the nature. If you have, Aries sometimes have a Taurus combination. How they have sometimes you can be in Aries with Taurus, Mercury, or Venus. So I was thinking about how that combination would be. Taurus Pisces. I mean, Aries Pisces is a different kind of person combination, but Aries Taurus would definitely love activities in the nature. So yeah, and I said they were brave enough to camp in the fall, as I mentioned.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so for Taurus, of course, Taurus, I always associate Tauruses with food. I know it's not fair, but that's how it is in my head. So for them, I have apple picking, looking at orchards, go local
Mhm.
farmers markets,
Mhm.
go to pumpkin farm, just everything where there's food, or sometimes when you go to those things, they have like they are baking corn by the street, or
Oh,
chestnuts,
yeah.
or with mulled wine you can buy on those like little vendor stalls, and there's like a local markets they open up for fall, and you can buy apples, or
Mhm.
just apple picking, or going to orchards,
Mhm.
yeah. A Taurus is also collectors. They're collectors, so they would be maybe collecting leaves or doing something for different
Mhm.
reasons than Aries. Just because I think I find Taurus is the collectors of the zodiac. They like to, have things. So anyway, so
Mhm.
that's what I have. Like everything regarding food related.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel yeah, I'm there with you because majority of things I have here is the same thing. I put baking a pumpkin pie or an apple pie.
Mm,
I just
hmm.
put baking in general, roasting marshmallows or making s'mores,
Oh, oh
things like
yeah, I
that.
forgot that. Oh, I
And
forgot that one.
yeah, the vineyard, I like you said, the vineyard definitely.
Hmm.
And the farmers market as well, I agree. And then the other thing I have is what else? A hike, a sort of like a walk or a nice
Hmm.
hike in the forest or the woods. Because I always think with the earth signs, there's something about being around the
Mm,
trees, especially in a maybe a dark forest
mm.
in the autumn. Obviously, I even
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I love the west of Canada during the
Oh
autumn
yeah.
time. Oh, I would love to go there. Sorry, that was completely unrelated, but
No, it is related. It's we are talking about autumn activities. So travel to West Canada. I'm on the east side, and it's also
Mhm.
lovely. I think Canadian autumns are the most beautiful. So if you want to travel during the autumn, go to Canada or
Mm,
just north upstate New York or Maine, this
mm,
part of America or Canada. It's just Quebec. It's just it's beautiful. The colors
beautiful.
are, yeah, that's the, yeah, I like that. So that's, yeah, you can, for those who like to travel for autumn activity, travel to Canada or North America. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good one. I like that. We are combining our travel expertise from last video. If you didn't watch it, please go check.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gemini, go
I
Gemini.
I
You
feel like you should. I feel like you should start with
ah okay.
Gemini. Mm,
Okay. Of course, it's always about gathering. So when you think about Gemini, it's always about gathering and extending calm down. It's about gathering around and conversation, exchanging ideas and stuff. So it's about gatherings about around bonfires, making a bonfire, or just fire pits in the backyard and just sitting around having drinks and chit chats.
mm,
That's because it's getting chilly. So those chilly nights, Gemini's like to party and they're like night people, let's say. So
mhm,
just gathering around the fire, like in those chilly evenings, autumn evenings, and just having some apple ciders or some kind of drinks that are connected with autumn, right? Mulled wine or something like that. That's what I feel. Of course, any road trips that you can enjoy the fall colors. Just getting on a in a car and just go and exploring
mm,
um, local things. What is there, like local fall activities? What is here happening, in your local region, and just go there. Like this festival, this farmers market. They want to go and see everything. What is new? What is happening this year? That's what I have for yeah, roadside markets. Stuff like that. So where there's
yeah.
people, where there's gatherings, festivals, markets, gathering, but more intimate would be like a bonfire. That's what I
Mhm.
have for Geminis.
Oh, that's so perfect. You like that was a lot of great different like activities, different things to consider. Very detailed. It reminded me when you were sharing there of the bonfire situation. Because I once went to Canada during the autumn time over at the West, and that's partly why I said that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being in a group, and one person in the group was a Gemini, and he he was so chatty, and we bounced off each other so effortlessly. It was just great. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you definitely that you just brought that memory back for me.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful to have good Gemini memories. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. So I have I put okay, so I put yes, a fall festival, or even they could organize a book club, a spooky event book
Oh,
club maybe,
oh, I like that.
or they could host a theme
Mm,
potluck, where people bring their own ingredients and they could all be
yeah.
autumn inspired. And then I have
Yes.
a hayride.
Ah. Oh, that is perfect for Sojem, a local mobile hayride. That is so good. I forgot about that. That is even the tractors or say anyway you got some farm. Come on, let's go. I just
Yes, 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 yes.
that is
So
yes.
good.
Yeah. Now you brought me memories. So when I was a kid, so my grandmother used to take me to the place where she was born. It's a part of Croatia where it's mountains and not many people, and we would go pick um, potatoes from the ground, and there was hay and stuff. Anyway, so we would ride on a hay to go to that and pick up potatoes. Anyway, so I was riding hay as a kid, and I loved that. Yeah,
You
I
loved
think
it,
that's
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Just let's go. Let's move it, go, go. As long as we're on the move, yeah. As long as Gemini is on the move, I think they're gonna be happy. Whatever the
Mm.
season is. If there's people they can talk to, they don't care if it's autumn, winter, spring, or summer.
Yeah.
Okay, then now cancers. So
Cancer.
let's go.
Cancer. All right. I put cancers would be baking a pie, probably similar to Taurus, I put they would probably be the ones who want to carve the pumpkins, especially with their
Mm-hmm.
kids, because
Mm-hmm.
it's traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they could prepare maybe hearty meals, properly hearty meals that are autumn themed for the family or for
Yeah.
themselves. And I also thought about blankets, pajamas, candles, cozy night in.
Pajama party.
Yeah,
Pajama party.
yeah, yeah. Movie night, definitely. They might also love to decorate for Halloween. So I imagine Cancer having all
Mhm.
their little bits that they pull out every year and they make it a thing where they decorate or they get the family involved.
I love that. I have the you reminded me. I have the fall themed movies for Pisces, but also that's very good for actually for Cancerians as well. Pajama party, watching a fall themed movies, right? And
Mm.
making some homemade meal. Um, I agree 100%. I would just add it's something that I think of because I did it when I was a kid. That's how it was. I was raised. We did it. Homemade jams. We made homemade jams, right? It could be an activity. You go, for example, plum picking, or I don't know. You go there, you pick ingredients, then you make the homemade jam, and also preservative like vegetables to preserve vegetables, like making pickled cucumbers or something, right? So that's something that we would do in Croatia. You make this. You know how people before the day they couldn't get fresh ingredients, so the fall season was actually preparing us for the winter. And I think Cancerians are the typical, people who would, oh, we need to take care. What are we going to eat during the winter? So they're like, okay, let's stock up, let's make all these things, right? So that's kind of a thing for activity for them to make this homemade, things that you can eat during the whole winter, like pickles and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. It's all about food, guys. It's all about food. Hi, Argentum. Nice to see
Hi,
you.
thanks for
Uh
joining.
huh. Thanks for joining. Yeah, she says so many of my
Mm.
friends have cancer. Oh, you must be very lucky. You eat very well then.
You never go
and,
hungry.
and there's another friend, makeup therapy. Welcome. Thanks for joining.
Hi.
She's a cancer sun. There you go. See, lots of energy. I think fall is very earth, very earth water kind of a season, right? Like air and fire is more
Mm.
summer, I feel, but this is like more earth water. Like these signs are more in tuned, or people who have a lot of water and earth in their charts. I feel they're more in tune with autumn, just because. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does make a lot of sense because with Virgo, well, it's that transition period from summer to autumn,
Yeah.
and Virgo's all about the harvest and collecting things then to make sure that we're all prepared. So there is a kind of preparation period, and then we sort of go into hibernation mode during the
Yeah.
winter time, and that's so Cancer to me. It's so water, like you're saying, like you're in the week a wee cocoon.
Yes. Yeah. I
Yeah.
will. I hibernate during winter. I'm that kind of
Mm,
person. I'm very much. Oh yeah, makeup
mm,
therapy. She says, I love cooking and stay home warm. Yes. So,
yeah,
oh, fireplace. Putting a fireplace. I forgot about that. That
that's a
makes
good one.
sense. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And then maybe just yeah, fireplaces. What else did I think? Something came to my mind. Oh, you know how we talk about fires and not just bonfires but fire pits and stuff, and you roast corn, at home. You put it on a stick just like marshmallow. You can do the corn thing as well. It's a family gathering, and that
Yeah.
would be fun. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. You can make it sort of as a tradition sort of thing
Yeah.
each year. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I like that. So yeah, cancer is about tradition. So yeah, so making something every day the same traditions, and you pick it up. I like that.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so nice. Okay, Leos. Uh, do you want to go with Leos? Did it?
Leos. Okay, yeah, yeah, sure. So for Leos, I have decorating.
Of
Leo
course.
could very well be into their decorating, and
Hmm.
it's a whole event. It's not just about tradition, it's about the style, it's about the fun and being creative. I put costume making as well. I think Leos could really thrive during spooky season because they might think, how can I make my costume the best costume? And they're going to come in. I even imagine them as children coming in to their parents, strutting their stuff, showing them their outfit and just loving it. And then I also put a farmer's market, maybe as a fun thing to do, even as a date, and then festivals
Ah,
and just dress
festival.
up. Yeah, dress up. Photo. I always think about photo shoots and dressing up for Leo. So whatever the occasion, if we think about it autumn wise, then they're gonna do it. Especially if they're
Absolutely.
autumn people. Like if
Yeah.
Leo is the type of person who says I'm a fall person, oh, they're gonna run
Hmm.
with it. Yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes. I have almost the same. I have everything the same, like festivities, fall decorations. Yeah, I think I put that they would be hosting a party, not just making, but being a host. Like, oh,
Mm,
come to my place, and then we, all dressed up, like having a Halloween party at their own place with costumes, and then of course you have to choose the best costume.
mhm.
Right? That's the thing. So I think one of yeah, I just have it. Just anything. If there's a local, sometimes people go and have like local music festivals, and they like music and dancing. I can go and how you sometimes have those like there's a market during the day, and then the evening there's a band comes, like there's like something, and then you can come and dance. It's often uh, done in the fall as well, not just summer and spring, just because it's kind of before the winter. This is the last time we can be outside. When the winter comes, this is no more. So it's like saying goodbye to the outside activities, so festivals and stuff.
Mm. That's so interesting because tonight in Belfast there is a culture night.
Okay.
And there's going to be reggae and music and everything. There, there you go. Yeah, that's so true. It's very Leo. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So and I think it's the last thing. When snowing and rain comes, you cannot have this
Mm,
outside anymore. So there's like a last opportunity to use this. Yeah.
mm,
I don't know if I shared this. I think I did. Makeup therapy said love cooking and staying home. Oh yeah, I think I shared it already. Anyway, so Virgos. I thought about Virgo a lot of things about doing with their hands.
mm,
So for some reason, Virgo likes to, how they like to assemble, disassemble, and do things. Not just Gemini's, but the Virgos because they're Mercury
mm,
ruled. But they like to kind of. So I think they would like to create things as well. Although Leos are creative, so they can do decorations you all mentioned. But
mm,
I'm thinking about more natural things, like a natural candles, fall candles for Virgo, or they could also pumpkin carving, or just decluttering the space around them and making it more better. Like how you have spring
mm.
cleaning, they have a fall cleaning.
Yeah.
um, and all the crafts that they would like to do, like some also made some natural decorations instead of buying plastic. For Virgos, they would just
Mm,
go in the nature, pick up pine cones and this and that, and then they're making their own rats, excuse me, or something, that for home, something natural, something, like candles. That's what I have for
mm,
Virgos. I don't know,
mm.
not much. What do you have?
I have to say, you remember you were saying about Mars and Mars
Hmm.
associations. So my partner has Mars in Virgo, and he recently has been saying about, oh, we need to clean the house and properly deep clean it and get it ready for
That's the fun. That's how they have fun. That's how they have fun. Re- That's yeah.
on point. Like on point, trust me.
That's for him. His fall activity is, make, I want to get rid of everything and declutter. See,
Yeah, yeah.
just I think working with hands. I think it's very important for Virgos as well, not just Gemini's to use their hands.
Mm, yeah. So you've actually given me a thought because I would love to get into even crocheting. Maybe that's
Ah,
something that Virgos could like. Maybe creating
yes.
jumpers or
Oh,
scarves
yes, for
or
the winter. Yes, that's
yeah,
perfect.
something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
And then I have what else? I have yes, the crafts. So DIY crafts, homemade pumpkin spice or homemade pies, whatever.
Oh.
And I also got thinking because every year, and I'm kind of being selfish here because of course, like as you know, Virgo, we're both Virgo risings, and I really like pumpkin spice syrup, but I don't actually drink it because I'm health conscious of it. I don't want to put all those chemicals into my body. And my partner was like, "Why do you buy that every year whenever you don't even drink it?" So then I looked into an alternative, and that was just
Mhm.
the spices from it and just the pumpkin spice that way, and it's not as bad for you. So maybe for Virgos, they're going to
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
more mindful of those kinds of things. And then today I got a couple of different autumn jumpers to just to prepare. So maybe Virgos even like to go and get cozy
Mm.
jumpers or
Yeah.
socks or hats, mittens.
No, no, prepare. First of all, they need to prepare on time for the winter that is coming in 3 months, but you can never prepare soon enough, right? For Virgos, you can never prepare soon enough. And it has to be practical. What do we
Mm,
practically need? I love that. I 100% agree with you.
mm,
I also have change of seasons in the fall. Clothes and
mm.
footwear and everything. I change everything. The closets, jackets, and it's all this. Yeah, yeah, makes
Yes.
completely sense. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you have to appreciate a good Virgo, a strong placement in your chart because it helps you. But it's funny how Virgos have fun with stuff that nobody else has fun with. Who likes to organize? Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it's so true. It's great.
No, oh, you reminded me. You know how it's a pumpkin season, and Virgos like
Mhm.
health. So maybe they can, when they carve a pumpkin, all the seeds you can toast them. You can eat for eating. Oh, so there's no
Yeah.
waste. So there's like no food waste as well, which is also conscious. There you go. So stuff like that you can use. Make your own kind of um, things. There you go.
Mm,
See.
perfect.
Okay. Empress's
Hi.
temple is here. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. I like that. Empress's temple. I love it. Okay, Hannah, it's Libra for you.
Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay. So I've got actually quite a few for Libra. I didn't think I would have so many. So I put
Mm-hmm.
decorating, dress
Mm-hmm.
up, a
Mm-hmm.
scenic drive. So if they
What's
go on a
that?
drive, so it's full of fall foliage. They see all the colors and they're going for a drive and
Oh,
they go
okay,
for a
okay,
ride
okay.
because it's
Oh, for,
very
for, for scenery, for scenery
yes,
purposes. It's beautiful. Uh-huh, I get it. Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Or obviously it could be a walk or whatever, maybe go for a bike ride with their
Mm-hmm.
partner. Maybe they could go
Oh,
for a little picnic in the woods and have it all set up nice, get a couple of photos. It's their birthday season and all that. So
yes.
they can just have fun. And then I put hot chocolate baking s'mores because I feel like Libras tend to have this sweet tooth. There's that part of it where they love
Mm.
sweets and sugar.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Libra, right? They're Libra ruled. That's why. I mean, Libra.
Mm,
They are Venus ruled.
mm,
My brain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. I don't have much for Libra, but you know what I put? I don't.
mm.
First of all, you reminded me of bike rides. Those bikes. They have two people, one bike with two people. Yes,
Yes.
that it just that image flew. I was like, yeah, that's for Libra. They're going on a picnic, little basket in front with flowers. All this, definitely. They're
Yeah.
just going like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely that. I also have decorating the home, but what I put shopping because they need to shop for the new fall things because they're very trendy. What is trending this fall? Usually, we have this fall winter season coming. We have to have the best, the new. So you have to new makeup, new thing. You have to kind of follow the trends. So I think
Mhm.
shopping is sometimes. I mean, it's in every season, but this is a fall shopping. Okay, fall shopping for Libras,
Mhm.
and just decorating and making the environment beautiful according to what is this? Why is my life complicated? Anyway, my phone is ringing. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Anyway, I don't have much for sorry, the my phone is ringing and on my watch. Anyway, doesn't matter. I have everything connected. Sorry about this is Gemini discretion, digressions. Gemini digressions. What? Oh, somebody have okay. So makeup therapy has a Libra rising. Let's go back. And Argentum is a Libra rising. So you guys, you can tell us what do you as Libra risings like to do in the fall? Different that is from the other um, seasons. I think Libra has a standard for all seasons the same. That's why it's very hard for me to pick Libra for the fall as a different something different because I think they want some high standards of beauty and elegance in every season. So just
Mm,
making it more trendy, I would say. There we go.
they.
Organizing the closet. Well, that's a Virgo Libra combination. Yes,
Mm, mm,
absolutely.
mm. I wonder
Yeah.
if makeup therapy's daughter is like that. Maybe her daughter is like what you're saying. Maybe around this
Hmm.
time, her daughter says, "Oh, can I get new clothes or whatever makeup, whatever it is." Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, be good to hear.
Yeah. I don't think they're as long as it's beautiful. Do you hear
Mm.
me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. I
There's
can
an
hear you.
echo. Yeah, I think there's an echo coming between us. But we are not giving up. I think there's a lot of echo. I mean, not echo, but there's like a longer pause between you and me now for some reason. Anyway, go with Scorpio. Do you hear me?
Scorpio.
Something is wrong.
So you're a bit delayed, wee bit delayed. I think we're okay now. Are we okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to go with Scorpio first, or do you want to go with Scorpio first? Okay, 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 okay. Sorry. Okay. So, Scorpio. Um, for Scorpio, I have okay. Following on from what you shared at the very beginning when we were talking about Aries, yeah. So haunted houses, the corn maze thing with scary people jumping out,
Hmm.
all that. Yes, a forest walk, but it has to be sort of in a fog or at dusk. So there's something quite eerie about it.
Mm.
I put horror book
Mm.
sort of situation where they're reading their horror books, they're reading their fantasy books, and oh, they could host a dinner party, and it's haunted. It's a spooky dinner party. That yeah. Oh, pumpkin carving, of course, and Halloween crafts. All of the
Yes.
spooky things about autumn is very Scorpio, I think.
Yes, you're right. There is still a delay, but I hope we can make it. Before I go into Scorpio, I just want to say makeup therapy says that her daughter's loves buying new shoes, which makes absolutely right.
Mm.
And I hope I will pronounce this correctly. Cise Pekel says they're Scorpio rising. So,
Mm.
so I have almost everything is you corn maze haunted houses all this. I think Scorpios thrive in autumn season just because the days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer, so they are kind of anyway they're getting into this the dark mood. I think the only thing that I thought of, maybe building scarecrows or something, as decorations for your garden, or making their own Halloween decorations around the house to scare people. So, oh, makeup therapy says she's Scorpio rising but doesn't do spooky. There you go. So maybe it has to be your maybe Mars. It has to be your Mars then. Tell us what your Mars sign is, and maybe we can find out what you like. But I think Scorpios like autumn. Usually, the signs that are born in the season like that season the best. Usually, it doesn't have to be, um, but Scorpios definitely. When I think about autumn, I think about Scorpios. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sag, just because there's a delay, and then I'm gonna let you. So Sag, I have something very weird for Sag, bird watching. And why? Because because I think they're just like explorers. You know how Sag likes to explore, so and bird watching is very popular in the autumn because they fly back to the south, so people can, they're watching which birds are here and stuff. Um, Absolutely, I see Sagittarius sitting by the fire with a bunch of people, probably Geminis, and telling them stories. And Gemini just, so like, the storytelling, I can see that. Autumn is the festivities, festivals, whenever there's people, music, something to do, to explore. They can even go for this long trips. People usually go for summer to the south or somewhere, but maybe Sagittarius would use fall to actually go to Canada or US to see the beautiful leaves and to explore for fall, where it's the beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, your turn. It's a delay, so I'm not gonna interrupt you.
Yeah. Oh, no, all those things, perfect for Sagittarius. So I put a sporting event. Maybe they would enjoy going to a sporting event, or might take a class of some kind, or they might also enjoy the whole scary maze. It could be a maze, and they're trying to figure out how to get through the maze. Movie night, I put a reading circle, book club situation, local festivals nearby, or just they might travel for dark tourism or something like that if they're into more spooky things. So places where there is more of a maybe a dark history there, for example, catering to their desire to want to learn. Um, and then I also put a farmer's market. Oh, and I put Salem. They might want to visit somewhere like Salem. Maybe I could even make that with Scorpio a bit. But yeah, I think that speaks a bit to their sort of adventurous side, even a nice scenic drive. So heading out in the open road, and it's a similar sort of thing where they're just looking at all of the beautiful colors and the scenery. So yeah, that's what I have for Sagittarius.
Yeah, I like it. Go with Capricorn now. Go.
Okay. Is there still a lag? Is there still a lag? Yes.
I think we're. I don't think we. Are, I think we are live. It's just that we are so delayed that I have no idea. Okay, just give me a second. I just want to say that CZ Pekel says they have Scorpio rising, and Scorpio Mars. So tell us, what kind of activities would you love to do? Do you like spooky things? Empress's Temple says she has. They have a Mars in Aquarius, but Scorpio Moon. Ooh.
Ooh.
So tell us, what kind of activities for fall do you enjoy? You can start with Capricorn.
Okay. So Capricorn, they might enjoy going on a good hike, and it's a longer hike. It's higher probably. Apple picking, an apple orchard. They might visit a pumpkin patch. I was thinking about the whole pumpkin thing for Capricorns. Maybe they would prefer to go to a pumpkin patch and have the pumpkins already laid out for them rather than them having to go in pick one. So So it's already like done by the professionals and it's clean. And then I put uh, even landscaping or gardening, maybe Capricorns around the autumn, they
Mm-hmm.
see their garden or their front yard. I know that I'm not American, but I just use an American word. But anyway, they might try to organize it and just make sure that it looks all good for the winter. I feel like they're also in preparation mode, kind of like Virgos, especially
Oh
because their
yeah.
birthday will be in the winter. So they're trying to, because I imagine Capricorn
Mm.
trying to get ahead of themselves. So they're going to prepare and prepare in case something happens. There'll be a plan B or a plan C. I don't know. It's a bit boring, but yeah.
Yeah. I yes, I do feel that Capricorns don't do much activities outside their work. So it has to be usually like a just hiking or walking in nature, or you know, nothing much. Um, for it's very hard for me to pinpoint Capricorns for fun things, but I know as long as they're respected, like, if they're surrounded, whatever they do with people who respect them, then they will go and do it. So if somebody says, let's go apple picking, okay, if I'm respected, if nobody, makes fun of me or anything, then I'll go, let's say something like that. So I'm not sure what kind of activities they would really enjoy. um yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Because they're still a feminine sign. So we always think that they're very hardworking, blah blah blah, but they're still a feminine sign. So there's some receptive about the environment they're in. So I think it's important that whatever they do, that there's an environment who is supporting them in a sense and respecting them. So I don't have many Capricorns out there. Please tell us, what do you do for fun? We really need to know what kind of activities you enjoy. Yeah. So Empress's Temple says, I do my winter rituals for blessings and do my winter readings for the dead. Ooh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. If you want to know more, that is really, really interesting. Okay, since Hannah is an Aquarius, I'm going to let her take over Aquarius.
Okay.
What
So
Aquarians like?
I think, well, I was speaking with my Aquarian sister today, and she was saying to me that she likes to put out bird food for the birds. And I feel like that's quite Aquarius because it speaks to how Aquarians care about humanity and the collective. So maybe that's something that Aquarius could do or they'd be interested in. I put also, they might volunteer at the food event. They could be the ones who are helping or volunteering, or they might even they might go on a hike or a walk, but it could possibly be a solo thing. Maybe they just want to go, clear their head, have a bit of space, time for themselves. An old castle, I put, maybe some sort of museum, castle, speaking to their intellectual side because they like to be intellectually stimulated. And the last thing I have for them is an outdoor movie. You know how you get those outdoor movie screenings? So they could be in their car and they could have their hot cider in hand or whatever drink, maybe hot chocolate. So they could maybe do something like that with their friends. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I have also charity, like doing charities, or like for like charity runs or something. Being part of physically active in some of the charity to raise money. Some fall activity somebody else does, or maybe they can organize a fall activity to raise charity, or communities, local community celebrations. Maybe they can be not just enjoying as participants, but being part of the organization of those, right? So I think they're going to be, um, or making an outdoor yoga class or something that that you do on the
Oh,
outside that you cannot do
yeah.
after, something like that. That the feel for Aquarius could be, um, you know fun to do. Yeah, just helping the local community to be like a better place. And I like this bird feeding, everything to do with the environment. Cleaning the beaches after summer, for example, if you live near a beach, just cleaning stuff like that, the debris or garbage, and making your local space cleaner. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
um, before winter, before snow falls, to make everything clean. Oh, I know what is a fun activity for Capricorns. I just remember leaf raking. That's what it is.
My God. Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
See, I knew I would find something fun for them to do.
Yeah, Capricorns, let us know. Is that fun for you? Let us know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something, yeah. Okay, and I'll finish up with Pisces. So Pisces, they like to spend a lot of time by themselves, just because they are the last sign of the zodiac. They have this, they're like sponges, so they need to sometimes do something by themselves, not in a group. So reading by the fire or the fireplace, watching, as I said, fall movies, drinking warm beverages. I have that for them, just keeping them cozy. What I have for them is a photo walk. Maybe they can do take a camera and go and take photographs of beautiful pictures. So that's like a Piscean thing, like a walk around and take pictures and photos. And yeah, like everything artistic and creative, just also a lot of crafts, a lot of arts doing, just to make your home like your sanctuary, like making a little sanctuary, like fall sanctuary, or preparing some rituals for the fall, and stuff like that. So that's what I have for Pisces.
Ah, love, love. So I have, what did I put? I put like a live music event. Maybe they would be the types of ones. You know how you were saying earlier about certain events for Leos. Maybe Pisces could be in on that.
Mm.
Art, visit an art gallery, a petting zoo, maybe a cozy movie night theme thing, scary movies, books, and
Mm.
about an enchanting walk. Because see here in Northern Ireland they organise uh, different events where families can go on long walks, and there are lights and different things to make it more special for people. So maybe Pisces could look at that and think that
Mm.
that's exciting and interesting for them because it could speak to the fantasy stuff, to their interests.
Oh yes, I like that. Like going to a Harry Potter or something. That's what Piscean, right? Like a Harry Potter event or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yes. I like
Emperor's Temple says, "I'm a Pisces rising. Love a good book and a tea." That's
that.
perfect. Oh, light shows.
Mm,
Oh, light shows.
mm,
Oh, that is
nice.
cool. That is cool. Nice. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I have nothing else to add, guys. If you have anything that you can
Mm,
think of that you would help others by spreading the ideas for the fall. What do you enjoy? I do enjoy a good road trip. To be honest, I love driving, being in a car and just driving, looking at the fall colors, spending some more time walking.
mm.
That's definitely something I do love doing. What is your favorite thing to do in the fall, Hannah?
The fall. Honestly, I just like getting out my mugs, my autumn mugs, and making my coffee and putting out my little fall decorations. And I love spooky season. I love horror movies. So being with my partner and watching horror movies during Halloween. All those wee things make me happy. I'm such a home person. I love my comforts. I love home. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah, yeah, I do enjoy that as well. I can't wait to. I usually wait for the first day of autumn, which is next week. Everybody, I will let you know when we have the equinox. Let me put my glasses on because we are still talking about astrology. So let's see it. It's gonna be September. It's Monday, September 22nd, 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. We are entering the autumn season officially. Mars is also changing sign into Scorpio. We have Venus changing sign today from Leo to Virgo. Yesterday, Mercury changed sign from Virgo to Libra. Sun is so we have Sun changing sign, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, and Moon, of course, changes sign every 2.5 days. Plus, it's an eclipse season, so we have all the personal planets and the luminaries very changing, shifting their energies in the 5 days time. So that this is very important for all of us. A lot of changes. So in this, we're gonna feel this change, I think. Yeah. So be prepared, and that's why we want to do this. Do something fun, something that you enjoy. So yeah. Oh, let's see. As
Oh,
a Taurus, I would have planned trees for an
I
organization. Oh,
love
that's
that.
good.
Yeah.
What are your final words? What would you like to add um, before we go?
Mm, I think I just want to say thank you to the person who requested the idea. I think
Yeah.
during especially eclipse season, personally I have certainly felt it. So it's been nice to kind of try and settle and do something more enjoyable and relaxed. This
Yeah.
session I feel like has helped relax me a lot, and it's always a joy to come together with you, Jasmina. So I just want to thank that person, and thanks for being here, everyone. And thank you, Jasmina. It's always a
No.
pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I want to thank that person as well. And if any of you have any other suggestions that you would like us to chat about in a more like more laid back way, not everything is so serious. It is serious, but we can find like a more laid back approach to some topics. So if you have any that you would like to us to talk about, let us know. Because we need this, guys. You see, we need to meet once a month to talk something about it. It's not for you, it's for us. I'm kidding. um, and thank you, Hannah, again for everything. Before we say goodbye, I know you can find Hannah at Hannah's Elsewhere on YouTube, her webpage, and on Instagram. But what I know, she's doing some beautiful series on derivative houses. So if you didn't check that out, please go. It is mind blowing, and you're gonna learn so a lot from her. What else do you have going?
Yeah, I'm basically making my way through Sinistry at the moment. I'm going through all of the different planetary combinations, and I think it's something like 66 videos. So it'll take me probably about a year and a few months to finish it, but yeah, I'm
No,
prepared.
that's dedication, guys. If you want to learn about dedication, just go on Hannah Elsewhere's YouTube and look what she's doing. That's dedication, and you're my inspiration because I like that discipline. Sometimes I'm here and there. Like this summer, I just couldn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm just like no, but you keep going, and I love it. Um, thank you again for doing this with me. I really enjoyed this. And thanks, everybody. Have a great eclipse season. Have a great fall. Tell us how it went. What did you do? And we can talk soon.